Another reason why I think the big consulting model is not sustainable is because of the conflicts of interest that are inherent in the business model. Now, I talked about how many of the big consulting firms are incentivized financially to recommend certain products, and they benefit financially for that, and that in and of itself is a conflict of interest. But there's other conflicts of interest as well. One is that the big consulting firms have a pretty steep incentive to get as many bodies billable on your project as soon as possible. And it may sound normal enough, it doesn't sound like a big surprise. There's not necessarily anything wrong with that. That's their job, is to generate revenue for their organization. But your job as a CIO or as an organization that's investing in technology consultants to deploy technology, your job is to make sure that you're not minimizing costs, but optimizing costs and making the best use of those resources. And I remember distinctly when I was at the big 5 consulting firms back in the 90s, I remember having many internal conversations that we intentionally excluded the client from, where we were at the client site billing for our time, strategizing about how we could get more people on the project. In fact, that's how I got on my very first project at Pricewaterhouse. Is I had just come out of grad school, I had just gone through initial training, had never touched an ERP system in my life, had never been a consultant in my life until that moment. And I was put on a project where I didn't have anything to do for several months.